If you're looking for a blender, this is the one to get. It's the Ninja Professional Plus with Auto-iQ with a peak of 1400 watts. I'm going to show you the unboxing as you're seeing, and then we're going to make a smoothie together, and you're going to see that this blender is better than any blender that you've used so far. At least that's the case for us. When we got married, we got just one of those cheap $30 blenders, never thought anything of it, but this is really the way to go. It's got this safety release, which is pretty cool, where the top won't come off unless you release it. Then it's got that pour valve, which is nice because then you can pour your smoothie without pouring it all over your cup, which is great. And you can see that the blades go all the way up and down, which means that the cutting power and slicing and dicing power of this is just insane. So I start with frozen bananas and then I go frozen mangoes. By the way, frozen spinach is amazing in these because it's a great way to get your greens without really knowing it. Then I do Premier Protein vanilla. Vanilla goes really good with the fruit. I really like it. Then a little bit of chia seeds. Don't know what they do. I've heard they're good. A couple tablespoons of that. Then I'm gonna go flaxseed because it's fun to say flaxseed. But flaxseed apparently is really healthy, so I throw a little bit of that. Frozen cherries, just because it's fun to eat cherries and to say cherries. Gives it that color, which I really like. Same thing with blueberries, some good antioxidants thrown in there. And you're gonna see that this thing is just gonna handle everything that I throw at it. Almond milk, because I wanna keep it dairy-free. I don't want any bloating going on with this. And I typically will start out and not put a ton of milk in at first. You can see that it's blending this up. What it does is it kind of blends for a little bit, then it takes a break, then it blends for a little bit, then it takes a break. It's letting it settle, and that's where that Auto-iQ is coming in, because this is a smart blender. It actually has a brain, and it can tell if it's cutting through and slicing and dicing good enough or if it needs to slow down. In this case, what I realized is that I need to add a little bit more of the almond milk. Again, I start out with as little milk as possible because I want a very thick smoothie, and I only add it if I need to. So I let this run for a little bit, and the thing I love about this is that the blade goes all the way up and down. Our old blender, the blade was just at the very bottom, which meant that everything had to settle in order to chop through the ice and chop through the food. This is doing it at every single level, which is pretty awesome. So at this point, what I realize is that I actually am done, except it is a little bit too thick. Like, that's not gonna pour. It's even too thick for me. So I add a little bit more almond milk, go at it a little bit more, and I am now to the point where basically it is ready to pour. And you're gonna see, gosh, that looks good. Look at the color of that. And it goes in there. I sped this up a little bit because, again, I do a very thick smoothie. You may not prefer it as thick as me, but I really like it to have that texture that's kind of like soft serve ice cream, just so it feels like a treat, even though it's super, super healthy. In my opinion, it's the best of all worlds. So again, this is the Ninja Professional Plus. A link is in the description below. You can check it out for yourself. Can't recommend this highly enough. It's been a game changer for us. Just took it to the beach last week. Made a lot of really fun frozen drinks with it. Can't recommend it highly enough. Links in the description below. Check it out for yourself.